Hello and welcome, RedOneArt.
Hello! I made it just in time.
Yes! Super fabulous. I think we can go ahead and just start the show already, because I'm getting impatient as well. Let's go! Oof! I'm gonna start off with the very beginning of things and turn down the noise a wee bit. Yeah, that's better. Otherwise the music is going to be overwhelming. Haha. You may not be able to hear it, but I certainly am. I've been fidgeting with some of the settings of Paintstorm Studio. However, I still couldn't get the whole touchpad to do what I want. It's like, yeah, sure, I can touch it, I can touch my screen and I have to touch on, but I still have to go toward the itty bitty tiny panel to kind of move my finger around, like, oh, this is where I want my canvas to be, wee, and I want to zoom in and it kind of goes wonky doodle already. So I have to use my pen to do that. There are some hotkeys. Hello there, General Kenobi. There are some hotkeys that are standard for every painting program. And yeah, what are you actually going and rambling on about? But I don't really use my keyboard for drawing and stuff. I just use my tablet. I know, bad. Anyhow, without further ado, here's our farmer from the beginning to the end. We're just gonna go flash by, so RedOneArt has to be up to date as well. It started out as a farmer wizard, at least the thoughts of it. And then the old man came along, old man for wisdom, a very wise and smart farmer with a lovely outfit, very colourful, and as I was citing up what a farmer would know as in knowledge, wisdom, I noticed and caught myself that I was describing a druid. And so it became Druid. We had a Farmer Druid. I tried some with the clothing, some tinkering. To the point like, yeah, this is going where I want it to go. Some crazy hairdo, something we really needed for a super duper character that is memorable. Now we have it. Add some light and shading. Stuff it out, work on the face. Do some more face work and all of that stuff, more shading. Bloop bloop. And eventually tweak the hands a bit. Add a little smoke. And then we figured, oh, there's something missing, and that was Sprig, the companion Pseudodragon Cockatrice. Yeah, that's right, it's a mouthful. By the time I went through this entire passage and right, I lost all of the viewers. Anyway, without further ado, let's go. We're here today to get some stats done.
Yes. Do we want to start with some basic stats that people can use Howard as a NPC, or do we want to start talking about the circle of architect culture?
Well, I think for starters, what would be really nice is if we dive into the stats a little, and then going by the point by system, like what would be best for our druid. It's like, I love building characters and designing characters, but stats always go beyond me.
Okay. When you were talking about stats, immediately grabbed the monster manual, because in the monster manual, like on the back, you have some basic like templates that you can use for non-player characters, in which also has the druid. I thought maybe it's a good idea to take the druid and then make it our own.
That is splendid.
Nice. So we'll start with that.
So are we going to start with the stats, or do you want to start with the cycle of agriculture? I thought stats.
Yeah, so yeah, I have the druid stats for me, because druid is actually a non-player character already. We're just going to freshen it up with our own circle of agriculture.
Yeah, but we do want to have a player ready. Aha!
Yes. So, the druid stat in the monster manual is, of course, always like a medium humanoid, which can be any race. I think what you draw mostly looks like a human, but maybe I'm mistaken. Do you have some surprises for us?
I think he's a grandpa. I have no clue where he comes from, but he's human for sure. He's a farmer for sure. He knows a lot about Pseudodragon Cockatrices, like as a specialty farmer. And he even has a chickadee right now that I've been drawing when you were explaining things. Right over here, like a little cutie patootie.
Okay.
So his specialty is
case...
probably breeding and selling Pseudodragon Cockatrices.
So he's... Is he more in like agric? Sorry, trouble with pronunciation again.
It's okay.
Agriculture, or with also. I don't know if it has.
I think this would be a nice hobby because farmers are, you know, they're good multitaskers and they know a lot about both animals and their feed and their needs. So I think the cockatrice thingy is a hobby of him. It's like background. And his profession lies within agriculture.
Hey. So, Howard.
Yes, indeed,
does Howard has a surname? Is it normal in his culture to have a surname, or is it just Howard?
A surname? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, welcome Newtonia09. They should have a small article of faith on their dress. And what kind of faith kind of article were you kind of having in mind? I could go ham on that too. But yeah, a surname, that could also be woven into being so close to the land, often are spiritual. Ooh.
We can, like, maybe have a little connection with
surname.
Shantae, the goddess of agriculture. Let me see if I can find which symbol Shantae has. Shantae has as a symbol.
Here we go, people. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a sheaf of grain or a blooming rose over grain.
Oh wait. So we have grain.
So it's definitely something with grain, and it could have a blooming rose with it, or I think I have to like translate this word because. Oh, I can put it in the chat. Maybe somebody can help me out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just going for what comes to mind.
I think it's just like another word for like bundle, maybe. But
oh, that could be a thing. A sheaf of grain. But that could also be a lovely, you know, spiritual symbol, aka the surname Grain, Howard Grain.
Okay, I saw the Dutch translation and I still have no idea what it is. So
grain. Or sheaf of grain. Ooh. You're giving me ideas that I shouldn't be having, and I'm making it complicated. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. Just do work with it. Oh, it's Old English. Okay, so do you know what is like a more modern word for sheaf?
No.
Because apparently Newtonia said that sheaf is an Old English word, so...
Old English word.
More modern word.
Same. I haven't heard of it up until now because you're baffling me. I am bamboozled, and I believe as for Bioma, the sound box should be at your disposal, as you use it already. Good one, sheaf. It does sound very fancy.
Yes. Oh, maybe we can work something with it in the surname.
Yeah, that's what I did. Look.
Oh, you just... Okay, so like...
Yeah.
Okay, how would sheaf of grain? Oh, okay, yeah. Newtonia said in the chat that bundle is also a good description of it. Like a tin bundle.
A wrapper on it.
Okay, so back to stats. Of course, we need an armor class, but that will depend if we're going to give the druid leather armor or that we're gonna stay armorless for it. As I see the armor right now, it could be leather armor, but that would be sort of partly hidden under his robe.
Yeah, because question, is it because you know a lot about stats and sort of thing, if a druid were to wear leather armor, is it in disruption with the transformation thingy? Like, say that he transforms into an owlbear. Oh, that would be awesome, Howard Owlbear. Anywho, so Howard transforms into this epic owlbear, and he wears leather armor, so it's not a hindrance.
No, because most of the things that the druid could wear depends on how you play your druid. The druid can be played on many different ways. You
how
can
it
choose
goes
what
buck
happens
naked.
with the things
No.
that he wears. For example, if he's like transforming, you can you can say that your equipment falls on the ground in your space. You can choose that, but you can also choose to just merge it into your new form, or you can actually do it as like it is like elastical or something, that your B-shape still wears some of the stuff that you wear as in your human form.
Can you imagine an owlbear in this very bright red, orange trousers with buttons?
Yeah. Oh, I can see that. Oh.
Where is this going? Do it. Just for people here in chat, because we're having a grand time, and I want people to experience the same laughter, even though maybe you can't think well in images. I am such a favorite image thinker. I'll conjure up an image real fast. And this is just from the top of my head, so scusi if things are not working out too grandiose. That's it's a hoot. Would this owlbear be more like ChickenBear or ChickenBear go fly? Because we're doing the Cockatrice kind of theme over here, like really farm themed, farm animals. I'm loving this, by the way. It's such a nice subject to work on.
Maybe he's transforming more like a either like indeed a chicken. Like...
No, chicken owl. That would be a rooster, though.
Like, plumes from a rooster.
Am I on a different layer? I'm on a different layer. Alright, just gonna shumble and shuffle. Oh, yeah. Still going great.
Yes. The chat is agreeing with the plume. It needs a majestic plume.
And let's go grab a different brush over here, because we have a lovely brush set that I actually selected to do some stat work, but even though my handwriting is kind of crappy, we'll work it out. If I can read it, it'll be good. It'll be a-okay.
Okay.
Punk.
But because we are talking about like owlbears, that does mean that we are going a little bit off like the book and going more to the movie, in which also a druid can transform into an owlbear.
Yeah. It was just, so captivating to see that, and I was like, I want that. Who doesn't?
Okay. I have, by the way, a little problem.
Because is it not possible?
I have a like adapter problem.
Oh.
I am like moving houses, and I'm still figuring out stuff in my house. And apparently, I plugged it in somewhere. It's not working, so my battery is now very low, and I have to find a new spot. So if I am gone for a little bit, that could be the problem. But
Don't worry, I'm just done with the image that we have for just a very quick image of wearing funny trousers. Yeah, funny trousers, like with buttons and stuff, and being in Cockatrice owlbear shape, or just perhaps owlbear.
Okay.
ChickenBear.
I found the place. It's not perfect, but at least I found the place. So I won't be gone.
Good that you found a place, that's good. Because technically he's a rooster and I need to do the colors for that, but we're not going to go through all of it. I am going to take this lovely little symbol. Copy. Name this layer real fast. Ooh. I'm gonna call it ChickenBear because that sounds better than Rooster Bear, even though it's a rooster. ChickenBear. Flip. Because I really love the ideas that the chat is having.
Mm-hmm.
Paste. Where to put it?
So we are giving him the ability to transform into a bear rooster. That definitely needs something in the stats. Maybe it could also be. Yeah, we are now calling it a bear rooster, like now bear.
ChickenBear or no. ChickenBear sounds
yeah,
better.
Maybe we can think about it being another, like even a different creature, sub creature in the owlbear family. That's for a whole different thing because then we have to think about those stats and stuff. Yes, otherwise we will keep on doing that.
We'll keep on doing and building on this whole. We're gonna make every class a farmer.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go for every class and make a farmer out of them. Some sort of farmer. Like one is hoarding chickens, the other one is hoarding. I don't know. It's gonna be mad. Anywho, yes. I wholeheartedly agree. I'm gonna go add this wee little chickadee, I think.
Yes, it's a cute little
It is really cute. It's adorable. I'm not sure if I want to keep it there or not. I mean, if he's gonna be on adventures, that little thing is just gonna be, squashed in his pocket.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Oh no! Oh, you caught me! Newtonia has caught me doing a thing. I'm sorry. It's just the whole kind of touch and feel to this character that I kind of get into that accent because I DM myself as well. So when I host the game, when I see a character, I try to conjure an accent, and it doesn't always work. And now we have it going. Yeah. Oops. Oh well.
So, but if we're gonna work on like being an NPC for this, do we want to do the like standard array, point by, or I don't think
Point
like
by.
rolling is very going to be very.
No. And what up? I don't dare touch those buttons. Merge. There we go. I think, and just gonna stash Chicky over there. What I think is, as for stats, point by would work best because then it would be an everybody friend. Like everybody would be able to use it. Most people allow point by at that table. And if we're gonna roll for stats, not every DM is gonna allow it.
No, true, and we want an NPC that's working for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, people are capable of, changing the stats to their needs and whims. We're just, providing the package deal.
Yes.
Swoop. I'm gonna go back.
So, for ones who don't know the point buy system, it is a variant that you can choose next to the standard array while building a character, and it's also very useful for making NPCs, because NPCs are mostly based on on the class, or like at least the basic from it. I already see a lot of questions in the chat. Newtonia said, "What is this character for?" This character started out as an art piece in Sanji's stream at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, right?
My afternoon stream, and it turned into something so nice. I just want to share it, and so yes, it is a product. It's gonna be sold, and I want it to be bloody cheap, so everybody is capable of getting it, playing with it. As a DM, as a player, you'd be able to whoop, snap and use. So
yes.
Yeah.
For Newtonia, this stream is also, we are making a lot of things. That's also why you see Nightbot also coming through sometimes. If you support during the stream, and it can be anything, you already have like the art piece already.
Yeah.
And we do sometimes what we make, we will eventually put in our shop, and then it will be a set price, and then you can buy whatever we built. In this case, we're going to build a NPC with the stats, and if we have time, we even maybe going to figure out the circle of agriculture.
Yes, even though I kind of lured people in here with the circle of agriculture, I know, but stats are a wee bit more important to make it usable for everybody.
Yes. Baima also had a question in the chat.
Level
that is
1.
About what level it will be. Yeah. I think it will, to make a character, you always start, of course, with level 1, and then we will see how strong this character will be, and if we put more levels into it. I think that's the best way to it. I think because we already like talking about like wild shaping, especially Owlbear, we at least have to make it level 2, because at level 2 the druid can wild shape. If I am correctly, I'm going to do a little bit. I thought it was level 2, in which they can wild shape. And yes, starting at level 2. So it's definitely going to be a level 2 character.
Ooh, I would like to start with stats on level 1, because
yes.
and then
we're
indeed,
definitely first doing stats, and then we can build up.
Yeah, and then perhaps release the level 2 character, but or showcase. Like, people can do this, and it's totally up to them. But level 1 is like, yeah. Strength, Dex, I think this was the one.
Constitution, yes.
Intelligence, yeah. Wisdom,
and charisma.
Yeah. Chat. Oof. There we go.
So it's good to know that if a druid is wild shaping, their strengths, dex, and constitution are going to be replaced by the strength, dexterity, constitution of the beast that they are transforming in. So for a druid, the 3 last stats are the most important ones, because that are literally his own stat that will never change. And from those 3, wisdom is the most important, because that's where all his spell casting is coming from, and also abilities like medicine, animal handling, etc, etc. So we really have to think about those as well.
True. So I'm just gonna mark this one right over here, wisdom being the most important one. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, definitely because of the animal handling that we probably want to be high, and like his spell casting. He wants to do little things for his lands. He probably wants to do things like create water if it doesn't rain enough, or like use.
Oh, that would be such a nice agriculture spell, like rainwater. I know my herbs, my plants need water. Praise the rain cloud deity thingamagain. Mistra? No, not Mistra.
Shantae.
Oh, Shantae. I thought Shantae was the one from Good Luck. Lady Luck?
No.
Shantae?
No, the Lady Luck is Timora.
Oh, Timora?
Yes,
I have those two mixed. I always think like good luck. Shantae. It sounds like, you know, wishing someone luck. Like, I wish you Shantae. Yeah. It sounds so lucky, you know. Thank you for clearing out my my confusion there. Love it. So wisdom would be the highest. Point by.
Shantae does already have like a lot of other titles. So if we want to give her like anything else, we can also give.
And what necessarily would be a dump stat? Would that be charisma or, well, that's one of the stats that don't change. So
depends. Like I see, because he is already some older, I think maybe we can do strength as a dump stat.
But then when he turns to the owlbear, he becomes strong.
Yeah, and he's when he's transforming, his strength will replaced by the owlbears. So his own strength doesn't matter, like his human strength. So we can do that as a dump stat. Or maybe his constitution and strength a little bit up, because he still is working on the land even in his human form.
True. I mean, he does work the land, but maybe he's such a smarty pants that he has, you know, Sprig pulling the cart. No, poor Sprig. Sprig, don't do that. oh no. So we're gonna go like whoop over here and divide our dump stat over 2 stats, so they're both mediocre.
Yes. Like a constitution is most of the health of a player, and because he's some older, his constitution is a little bit lower.
That makes sense. So it translates back to the story. To how it all began.
Is Howard a very charismatic person?
That's that was a little too harsh. I just slammed on my chair. Oopsie doodles. Let's see what chat thinks about this. Would this farmer be a very charismatic farmer? Because I think so. Look at how he stands there smoking his pipe with a smile.
Yeah.
But yeah, for his clothing and lack of fashion, that may be, you know, a thing. Yeah, very kind person. So yeah, let's go for kind spirit and kindred person. But being kindred doesn't always mean that you're very charismatic.
No. But you can at least work with some people, so... No, Aima also gives advice about, like, the dex.
Yeah.
That he wouldn't not be that dexterous, at least anymore. Because maybe he was in the past, but...
Well, maybe. He's very nimble old man. You do have him. I've seen him around.
Yeah.
I can't include me, old pops, but it could be. But then we're really and we really have the main focus on intelligence and wisdom, and perhaps a wee bit of charisma.
I guess.
And I wouldn't say much, but I wouldn't let it go below 10. Sorry, I had a hiccup.
No. Okay, so back to our point buy. Point buy starts with 27 points.
Yep.
And we do, because he is a human, and we're probably gonna give him the human variant, at which we are giving him +2 in every stat, and a feature that we maybe come up with ourselves that fits Howard.
Human variant. All right. Noted.
So yeah, I think we want wisdom very high, so that at least his spellcasting is high and he can work. If his strength or dex is not high enough anymore because of his old age, that at least his spellcasting is still very strong. I think. Oh,
absolutely. That's where he has grown. He may have lost some muscle here and there, but he's grown in spells. It's like when you got this archmage. Anywho, that person, the archmage. So yeah, he's getting to that age. But it would be really fun to play that out, like, ooh, he's maybe losing strength, but he's gaining power and magic.
Okay, so do we want a score of 15 in there, like in wisdom?
I think the highest possible.
Yes, so with point buy that is 15. It cost us 9 points from the 27 that we have.
Ouch!
But at least he is powerful at what he's doing.
Alright, so we're gonna go here, 15, and then he probably has a bonus from the human variant, or not?
Yeah, I think we're gonna put that in wisdom and make it a 16.
So, plus bonus, whoop, equals 16. Nice.
Okay, so then we still have 18 points left. If we want to put everything on 10, for example, 10 costs 2 points, we can definitely do that. And then we still have some points left. So maybe
let's start with summing everything down to 10. So we have the overview.
Yeah.
Like bloop 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 bloop.
10 and 10. That cost us 10 points, and then we still have 8 left.
All right, you got it.
Okay. So, for the ones who's making characters, you probably know that the character score, like the boost that you want, are probably going to be even, because then you get from like a +0 to a +1, or from +1 to a +2.
Yeah.
So, with the chat, let's see, what kind of stat do you think Howard would definitely have a 12? Would it be charisma, intelligence, or dexterity? I am thinking about either intelligence or dexterity. What do you think, Senshi?
I think I'm gonna go agree with Bioma. I'm gonna say that would be intelligence for me as well. And
Okay.
I do think we still have some points left, because I wouldn't forget about our charisma. And then whatever is left, I'd look at strength and the rest of the whole thing.
Yeah, if we are boosting intelligence to 12, it costs us another 2 points. So we're going from 8 to 6. And then indeed we want to look at charisma. Do we want to boost that as well to 12? I
think so, yes, because you know he's a kind man. He deserves it.
Yes.
Second point of intelligence.
So we can do a lot of different things. We can still boost like one stat up to 14. It costs us 3 more points. So if we're going from a 10 to a 14, it costs us. Oh wait, do I say that correctly? No, I don't say that correctly. No, I don't say that correctly. Excuse me. We don't have enough points for like a 10 to a 14. We can make one from 12 to 14, and then we still have like a little point to make a 10 and 11, so that's a possibility. So we can either, for example, do intelligence to 14, dexterity to 11, and then place the second +1 from human into dexterity to make it a 12.
I wouldn't dare make Constitution a dump stat. I would rather go for Strength to be a dump stat than Constitution, because Constitution is your HP bundle. I don't know, a druid can go bonkers on the HP, but it's a fragile old man. If he gets hit in human form, that will be it for him. And he's been working the land, so I'm gonna vouch for him to have some, health backed up, being somewhat a wee bit stronger than your average old man, because he's working the land and that sort of stuff. Knowing a lot, knowing how to keep himself healthy, regardless of the smoking. I know I see that as a counter benefit to, and I do know he will wild shape, but there will be surprises. And I'm just gonna give this away as a spoiler. When I host a game and I have a druid for a player, I try to tackle them off guard. Sneaky, eh?
Mm-hmm.
If I really want to smack them down and teach them something, I'll get them off guard when they're not, you know, capable of shape-shifting in certain areas. And then they start panicking. I know, cruel or me. So yeah, I'd rather not have that one completely help us on the Constitution department, but I do get it.
No, I don't like to have Constitution under 10, like with any character.
Yeah.
Because it just like dumps his human HP, and if you're wild shaping and you're being hit very hard, or you're being hit out of wild shape, all those extra damage is going into his human shape. And yes, he is an NPC. So
or a PC, he could be a player character.
But we don't need to dump stat. We still have 4 points left, which we can work with. So think about what we want to upgrade, and then we can if we still need some extra points, we can do that. But I don't think it's needed. I think we can perfectly work with what we have right now. So with 4 points left, again, we can either do like upgrade like the 10s, or upgrade one of the 12s to a 14 and one of the 10s to an 11 and place the 1+1 in it.
Yeah, it really gives me something to think about. As for Bioma, real quick, he is both. He is a PC and an NPC, so if a DM wants to snag him up and use him in a campaign of theirs, they can do so. If a player sees the character and is like, ooh, piece of candy, and then wants to take the piece of candy, you can get the piece of candy. So that's why we're building it for PC. No, PC comes first.
Yes.
Oops.
We are working with it as that you can do both, that you don't have to think about the stats itself.
NPC is too easy, because you can just, use a player character as an NPC as well, so that's why we focus on that PC part.
Yes. So if we take a little look at the druid from like the monster manual, they place Dex at 12 and Constitution at 13. We don't want the Constitution probably to be higher than 10, to just give him the old man stat, but don't lower than 10. So Constitution is fine. I think Constitution is okay. Strength is okay. I don't think we want Strength higher than that as well.
Oh, that would be nice. Like, back in my day, and then he transforms into this amazing owlbear and slashes up the entire table flip.
Yes. So, and what they did, they placed actually almost everything on average except wisdom, but we already put like a little boost in wisdom, so we don't need that anymore.
No. That's good. That's real good.
I don't think his charisma is like 14. He's working on the land. He's doing his own thing.
Yep.
He doesn't.
Yeah, maybe he comes to town and has a favorite pub.
So,
I would keep it, because charisma on 12 is more than perfect for that. So I'm gonna give it a smiley right there.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I'll clear out the mess. We'll make a very nice character sheet. Don't worry, people.
Yes, I am also working.
These are my drafts. Nice, thank you.
So, do we want to boost his intelligence to 14, or do like intelligence back to 11, dexterity to 14?
I do want to boost his dexterity. Wow, and it's not because of the armor class, because that would also like AC boost.
Yes, but it's only the AC boost in his human form, of course.
That could be super nice. Maybe he has like a rake or any farmer tools that he could, improv, and then I'm capable of defending myself with this. So maybe he's very keen old man who's quick to think, and hence then makes use of it as a dexterity thingy. It's a weird setup, I know. Usually you would say, as Bioma also suggests, like Constitution being slow.
Indeed, what Bioma also said, I was also thinking, 1 stats to 14 and 1 to 11, plus the 1 that you still have from your human variant. Makes it 12. So dexterity Oh, we can even boost like dexterity up to 14 if we want.
We could. We totally could. I already have intelligence on 12. Maybe you can't read it too well.
If we're going dexterity to 12 that you have right now, we still have 2 points left.
Wait, so if I have 10, 12, 10, 12, 15, 12, I have 2 points left? I thought I was 0.
Nope, we still have 2 points left right now.
Ooh, and I miscalculated.
But if we want to boost from like a 12 to a 14, we need 3 points. So, but we also have the +1 from human variant. So if we put intelligence back to 11, we are getting the extra point that we need to boost dexterity up to 14. And then we take the last +1 that we got from human variant, and we are putting it into the 11 again, and then it's 12.
Plus bonus and making this 12.
Yes.
And that would be nice, but I'm also very because if I'm looking at dex and intelligence, like I know it's very tempting to swoop them around, but then again, intelligence is not something he'd be using in his wild shapes.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
And he hasn't learned like how to work on the field from like books and information. No, he just does it.
What if he plows the field like in the shape of an elbow?
Yeah.
And he wears this so he has stretch clothing. I'm just gonna note it down. Clothes stretch, because funny factor, clothes are stretchy. And this may kind of be a secret link, like a winky wink to One Piece, their main character, Luffy the monkey, for people who know, ha 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 ha. He could be a lost grandpa over there. Clothing stretch. So I have notes right over here on the stats. But that's nice. And I see we have 20 minutes left, so we could decide and talk about the Circle of Agriculture.
Yes. I think it's a good idea. We still have some stats left, but we can work with it after the thing. Most of the time a druid gets a circle at 3rd level. So we are going to talk about it a little bit, I think. Oh, did I say 3rd? Sorry, I meant 2nd level.
Yeah, you said 3rd, but you mean 2nd. All right.
Yes. And depending on what circle you choose, you focus on a specific. So, for example, Circle of the Land, the existing one of the player's handbook, focuses on spells. Circle of the Moon focuses on wild shape, so that's like an ability of the druid that they focus on. I think for us, we want to focus to be on plants. I think that's going to be our main focus. So, I think maybe we can do like at 2nd level, we can do like a very small thing ability that they get and a bigger one. Like for example, the Circle of the Land gets like a bonus cantrip and natural recovery at 2nd level. I think we can work with it as well. To, for example, and maybe we have to work a little bit with the chat on the names of those features, because that's not my strongest point. But like as a small thing, they get the boost about proficiency in the nature skill. I know nature skill is an intelligence skill, but it will be very useful about identifying plants and stuff. So I think that would be a nice one to have. What do you think, Sanji? At least that one. This is small beneficial at level 2, and then we still have to think about a bigger
I'd like
one.
to think so, that the herbs do make perfect sense, and maybe like a herbalist or name plantology blah 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 blah.
Yeah, we know that he also gets a free feat biomass from the human variant. But if we're going to that and think about that, then it's going to be like a little bit longer than an hour. So we want to work on like the circle of the agriculture a little bit, and then probably either Sanji is going to work on it in our own stream, or we're gonna work on it on a later one from together.
Yeah, or just, puzzle on it in my own off time and then surprise you guys later, like, I'm done. I have no clue what I'm gonna do with that. But I do love the idea of the circle of agriculture.
Yes. So, back to that. If we're thinking about plants, if we're gonna do... I do have like I like the benefit of giving him the proficiency in nature. That's definitely something I agreeing, so that he can identify all the plants that are growing around him. But the bigger one, I'm a little bit stuck on. I want something that helps him with growing the plants.
Making it rain. Like we earlier talked about rain, the rain spell.
Yes.
I think that's very nice. So have a bit of a weather control kind of features that aren't too harsh or too impactful, but could be real fun to play out, like more of a gimmick.
Yeah, I'm going to check if it's already a druid spell or not, because if it's not, we're going to make it. It is already a druid spell, so it doesn't need to be like a feature. It doesn't need to.
Getting the sun to shine. The opposite. Is that a spell? Is that something?
Yeah, we already... There's indeed, like, sunlight is a specific, like, higher spell, because it will hinder a lot of monsters, for example.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah, it does.
I am a little bit... Because there is, like, the circle of spores, and I'm checking out what they have.
Yeah, please do.
They, at second level, have 2 features as well. First one is starting at second level. You are surrounded by invisible necrotic spores that are harmless until you unleash them on a creature nearby. Okay, so it's a little bit of an, like, attack-ish thing. But I don't think agriculture is, like, really focused on attacking, more of protecting the land, I think. The other one that they got, it's called Symbiotic Entity, and it's also at second level. You gain the ability to channel magic into your spores. As an action, you expend one of your use of your wildshape feature to awaken those spores, rather than transforming into a beast form. You gain 4 temporary hit points for each level that you have in this class, and while this feature is active, you gain the following benefits. When you deal your halo of spore damage, roll the damage die a second time and add it to the total, and your melee weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 necrotic damage to any target they hit. And this is 10 minutes until you lose all the temporary hit points, or until you use your wild shape again. Which is very logical, because, you can stack upon. This does give some inspiration, because we can do a little bit of this as well. For example, we can say that there is, as an action, you can expend also a use of your wild shape feature, but then instead of awakening spores, you awaken the land around you. Then you get this, while you walk, you let plants grow ability.
Ooh,
I think that's
nice.
very useful. Because then he can just walk the lands and then...
Yep, grow the seeds that he, That sounds, golly gosh, amazing. That is nice. That is real nice.
But I think there can still be something upon that. So... Okay, so he's... Look, those plants activate around you. Maybe the plants that are growing are having a connection to agriculture, so it's not just random plants, but you can... Oh, maybe you can choose. For example, you can choose to, while you are putting the steps there, it's going to grow grain, and the grain can be used as rations for a party. But if you're choosing, for example, let's see. Oh, I'm totally blank on agricultural plants.
Wait. Let me.
Oh, maybe like if you want to choose, it is a very silly idea, but if you're choosing potatoes,
Yes.
You can actually use them as the cantrip magic stones. That you can take the potato, you can throw it, and it's doing damage with it. It's a very silly idea. I have a combination of magic stone and like the potato joke out of the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh yeah, potatoes. Trying hot potatoes, but yeah. Or have food for your party, as in I also read you saying providing food for the party. If you grow potatoes, you grow food for your party. So do be like that.
Yeah, I
also,
think that's a better one than grain. But
yeah. In the meantime, I've been working on your guys on that owlbear, cockatrice, rooster, ChickenBear. So we're really dragging the max out of this.
Yes.
I'm going for ChickenBear.
So, I also get the advice to look at the circle of stars. Let me get that one with us. Okay, they get a lot at second level, and I mean like a lot. You create a star chart as part of your Happily Studies. It's a tiny object and can serve as spellcasting focus for your druid spells. You determine from your... You can choose how it's made and things, but if you have this map, you get an extra cantrip, you get a spell that counts as a druid spell for you, but doesn't count against the number of spells you have prepared, and you can cast this spell once as without expending a spell slot. And you can do that a number of times equal to a proficiency bonus, and you gain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. We can work with that. I was already thinking if like the create water spell wouldn't be a druid spell, we're gonna make it. It is not. I was already suspecting because it was way too good for a spell to be not be a druid spell. Yeah, let's see what the other feature is. Okay, the other feature that you can choose from, like if you have like Circle of Stars, is gain the ability to harness the power from the stars to alter your form. As a bonus action, you can expend the use of your wild shape to take on the starry form rather than transforming into a beast. It can be an archer, a chalice, or a dragon.
Ooh. Oh, wait, that would be like a dragon hog.
Specific.
Because you just said dragon, right? I heard dragon.
Yes. Yeah, you use like the starry forms, like you have the dragon stars, something in the sky of like the Forgotten Realms, a dragon, and that set is the constellation of a wise dragon appears on you while you make an intelligence or wisdom check or a constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on the spell. You can treat a roll of 9 or lower on the d20 as a 10. Okay, so we can also work with that. It has a little bit of some, like the same gimmick. So we have like this activation that's getting either as an action or as a bonus action, because in this case it was a bonus action, the other one's an action. So we can think about if it's getting too powerful, we're probably going to make it action. If it's too less powerful, we can make it a bonus action. But you will definitely expand the use of your wild shape.
Yes, that would definitely do something good.
Yeah, we are going back to like the plant growth, I think, because that is really agriculture is like, yes. But now we still have like need the benefits for it. So maybe the chat wants to help us with that. So if there's growing plants around him, if he steps, so if a character moves, that is the thing that he is doing, you can choose a agriculture plant and something happens. So which plants do we want to work with? If we are going for a little bit of combination with Shantae, I think like grain would definitely be one of it, but let's do like the rest, make 3. So which other agriculture plants do we want to have?
Sorry, that's just shot into my head like cannibal, like potatoes, corn. A good way to add owlbear to the wildshape list. Yes, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the other form that I have or had in my honkers bonkers, but a turkey that could also be a thing. It's like all the national birds. Then we can owlbear for it. Oof, a lot of work.
Oh, I think that's a good way. Like not I was thinking about like a small feature and a big feature. The big feature is still like the planting, but instead of the small feature being like proficiency in nature, the small thing is like you can transform into a like a bear roster, and then we are going to make stats specific for.
Yes. Oh, and that's just the stats of an owlbear, but probably nerfed a little because I don't want to be too powerful and don't want to spook any DM.
Yes, and maybe like when you level up in like Circle of Agriculture,
it could level with you. That could be the special gimmick. Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. So the special thing that you unlock while playing this the Circle of Agriculture is to be a ChickenBear.
A ChickenBear.
A ChickenBear. Yes, a ChickenBear. Cockle-dockle-doo. And the other player, like ultra levels, you become the goose. You know the meme, right? With the goose. Like geese are horrendous, aggressive and stuff. I love them personally, so I have no beef with geese. But online, I see people have a lot of beef with them, and I find it hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, a goose can be like either your best friend or your worst enemy.
They're always, and I gotta knock it off this one. I have never met a goose before that's been aggressive to me.
Oh yeah. I haven't.
I have been lucky.
Coming from the farm, so, but I know a lot of people who have. So, yeah.
I just know when not to bother them. If you see two of them with chickies, you just stay the F away.
Yeah, they're all very protective indeed.
Oh yeah, and they're territorial. So if you know the path of the goose, you know when not to disturb them and when it's time for snacks. Because they do love snacks a lot. Though yeah, I find those videos very funny. But maybe that's something we could work with as well. Like when they level up, they become the goose. The true honkers going bonkers. Or that could be a different character to be bought, perhaps. But for now, I do like the ChickenBear. Even though he's a rooster, ChickenBear sounds better. It just. And I've seen it been done before in commercials and stuff that they call a rooster a chicken because it sounds better at that time.
And if you're a female, you're gonna transform into the chicken, and if you're a male, you're gonna be the rooster. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a small feature. That's the ChickenBear that you can transform in. That we are gonna work on stats, but like on another time because we have still 4 minutes left. Yeah, we have 4 minutes left, but yeah, if you have any suggestions, join our Discord and slam them in there about the Circle of Agriculture, because it's on. We're having a whole lot of fun with this, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is I present to you ChickenBear, something you can attain and achieve with playing this special farmer named Howard, Sheaf of Grain. I'm not sure about this surname, but it does sound like something. Yes. I love his wild shape so far. I mean, it's dandy. It's And if you have like funny names about for the features, please let us know as well. We love funny wordplays and stuff. So
absolutely.
If you have a name for this feature that you transform into this ChickenBear,
chicken go fly.
And if you want to help us on work on the feature with the plants growing, let us know about it as well.
Indeed. That would be funny.
Oh, and I think all like ChickenBear is really working out. Sanji, you're doing amazing job like always.
Thank you, thank you. And I also have just, you know, some kudos to with the program that I'm using, because it has some of my absolute favorite brushes, and I just didn't realize how much I've missed this program until it was mentioned in chat by Lost Fire Dragon.
Yeah, I don't see him on the chat. He is very quiet tonight.
Yeah, it could be, or perhaps running some chores. Did help me out earlier today with how wet.
Yeah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think some little bit of orange here, a bit of orange there. So it's a nice work in progress. Just gonna stack up on some more lovely colors. This rooster is going bonkers. You can see this old man transform into this huge chicken bear and then flipping tables. Like no day tomorrow. Maybe he's a bad drink. Like a bad drunk. Like he had something to drink and it goes bad. Turns to the chicken bear.
I really see like this old man doing like the
Very
beer in the
cute.
night. And then there's like this like you know the phrase in Dutch like qua jongens, you know? That's I don't know what's the the English.
Cheeky boys.
Yeah. You know, the youth from today.
Yeah, today's
and that
youth.
He's doing his bit, and that he wants to like scare them away, and he's going outside with this like his special rat elastic clothing and his beer, and then he's just like standing there in the door, and he's transforming into this chicken bear.
Yeah.
And of course.
And then let's have this cockle dockle dockle do and goes bonkers. That's how he transforms. He clucks like a chicken. Chicken cluck to transform. Hold up, I gotta write it down. So we have in the last minute chicken cluck. Whoop, I know what it will do later on when I'm starting to work on some fancy sheet. Cluck transformation. And there. Boop. We're gonna call this ChickenBear. ChickenBear. Alright, that was nice. Thank you guys, that's amazing. Boop. A pack attack. Yes, that sounds very nice. Create a cornfield maze. You're conjuring a cornfield maze. There's some lovely ideas here in chat going by as well.
Ooh, we can definitely use the cornfield maze as a higher level feature. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, like all sorts of farm features. So we have Howard over here. And whoop, here's Howard. With his lovely companion Sprig. That is a Pseudodragon Cockatrice. Howard loves his smoke. I would say disturbing Howard and during his smoke time is okay, but if you take his tobacco, he might be, you know, going cockatrice on you. Like, or going ChickenBear. Going grumpy. Like, where's my tobacco? I'm having too much fun with this. Oh, let me see if there's some people to raid. Because this is it for tonight, folks. And
sad, but it's true.
Yeah, I don't see any of my friends online, but I know someone who's going to be online within within the hour.
Yes, I will be online at 10 o'clock, where I'm going to write a one-page encounter. So if you want to help with another Dungeons and Dragons project, you're all very welcome to join my stream later on.
How about a Howard encounter? Like turn him into the NPC. Safe. No, I think you're looking for a different kind of encounter.
I think we should definitely work on that. Like, if like Howard is totally finished, then we are gonna definitely work on an encounter for that.
Yeah, I definitely do want to look into that as well. Such a lovely thing. All right. Before we end up chatting like the entire time about features, we're gonna end it right over here, and whoop. That's it for today, folks. Cheerios!
Bye.